So thank you for having me, Rahul, and thank you for the clarity. You brought out one more case study, one more example of the sort of thing that this book talks about, my book talks about. In particular, in chapter 14, I talk about the nexus overseas in places like Harvard, where they have the Nieman Center, which is a media center. They bring in people like The Wire. They bring in journalists that are ultra left and anti-India, anti-BJP, and they nurture these people in various ways. They put together the young journalists who are tutored to in a certain ideology, along with the portals like Wire, where the articles can be published. In effect, building careers of people who are anti-India. That there is a huge amount in chapter 14. We've written on that. And we've named Wire and various other portals like that. Then in chapter 20, we talk about in the setups in India. For instance, there is something called the Independent and Public Spirited Media Foundation. The Independent and Public Spirited Media Foundation is funded by the who's who of Indian, billionaires and so on. I won't name them, but they are named in the book. And this is an echo of the Nieman Center. So what the Nieman Center is doing from Harvard, certain groups in India are kind of the local India version of it, and they're echoing it, And the net result of all this is a very systematic, serious, you can say conspiracy theory. People don't like that term, but actually it is. This requires funding. This requires a lot of Indians who are working for it as intellectuals, as theorists, and it requires Westerners who are into this ideology. And as you said, we call it Breaking India 2.0, because the idea is to break the India narrative, the India story, the India success story. They want to break it up for all kinds of reasons. So I'm more than happy. I'm extremely happy that you are doing this, and I would like to see a proper investigation in India of the sort of people that we've named in this book.
Well,